With great power comes great responsibility. Courage isn't having the strength to go on. It's going on when you don't have the strength. No man can win every battle, but no man should fall without a struggle. It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me. What happens when the unstoppable force encounters the immovable object? They surrender. Success means having the courage, the determination, and the will to become the person you believe you were meant to be. So many of our dreams at first seem impossible. Then they seem improbable. And then, when we summon the will, they soon become inevitable. Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more, so that we may fear less. Toil and risk are the price of glory, but it is the great thing to live with courage and die leaving an everlasting fame. It's not enough to be against something. You have to be for something better. Valor grows by daring, fear by holding back. To build a really better world sometimes means having to tear the old one down, and that makes enemies. I know what I'm capable of. I am a soldier now, a warrior. I am someone to fear, not hunt. The fate of your planet rests not in the hands of gods. It rests in the hands of mortals. Heroes are made by the path they choose, not the powers they are graced with. No man can win every battle, but no man should fall without a struggle. You only have your thoughts and dreams ahead of you. You are someone. You mean something. Life doesn't give us purpose. We give life purpose. Faith is my sword. Truth is my shield. Knowledge, my armor. Whatever happens tomorrow, you must promise me one thing: that you will stay who you are, not a perfect soldier, but a good man. Not everyone is meant to make a difference, but for me, the choice to lead an ordinary life is no longer an option. Which will hold greater rule over you, your fear or your curiosity? It's not about how much we lost, it's about how much we have left. We're the Avengers. We've got to finish this. You trust me? If you can carry it to the top of the mountain, you may find what you were looking for in the first place. Just because something works doesn't mean it can't be improved. Listen, smile, agree, and do what you were going to do anyway. It's not enough to be against something. You have to be for something better. It's not about where you were born, or the powers you have, or what you wear in your chest. It's about what you do. With great power comes great responsibility. There is a right and a wrong in the universe, and the distinction is not hard to make. But in times of crisis, the wise build bridges, while the foolish build barriers. We must find a way to look after one another, as if we were one single tribe. I did not yield, and as you can see, I am not dead. The challenge continues. The fate of your planet rests not in the hands of gods. It rests in the hands of mortals. It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me. What happens when the unstoppable force encounters the immovable object? They surrender. The answers you seek shall be yours once I claim what's mine. You are much stronger than you think you are. Trust me.
There's still life left in you. You are still breathing. Rise. You must move forward in strength, even when pain tries to persuade your mood to change. Do not succumb to the depression, the anxiety, the rage, the hatred, or the regret. Live in purpose. You must eclipse the pain of your past with the power of your future. You keep trying to win, and you're wounded because you have not confronted the dysfunction, the embarrassment, the emptiness. Let the fear fade and let faith invade. The purposeful decisions that you make today will eclipse the pain of your past. Resist the temptation to give in times when trials are too heavy to win. Get it done every single day, no matter the task.
Don't ever apologize for being the smartest one in the room. Above all is self-control. In their last moments, people show you who they really are. He's gotta have a weakness, because everybody's got a weakness. If I lose my temper, you lose your head. You want to protect the world, but you don't want to change. How is humanity saved if it is not allowed to evolve? Look at these puppets. There is only one path to peace: the Avengers' extinction. You just couldn't let me go, could you? This is what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. You are truly incorruptible, aren't you? You won't kill me out of some misplaced sense of self-righteousness. And I won't kill you because you're just too much fun. I think you and I are destined to do this forever. I guess I'll have to go it alone, like I've always done. To build a really better world sometimes means having to tear the old one down, and that makes enemies. Once you accept that in your heart, you will know peace. Failure is the fog through which we view triumph. If you're good at something, never do it for free. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. The one thing they love more than a hero is to see a hero fail. There is no good and evil. There is only power, and those too weak to seek it. But you were wrong. The world is cruel, and the only morality in a cruel world is chance. Unbiased, unprejudiced, fair. In their last moments, people show you who they really are. Don't underestimate the importance of body language. Your life began the day it nearly ended. We found you with no memory. You became one of us, so you could live longer, stronger, and superior. You were reborn. Fortune favors the bold. To dare is to lose one's footing momentarily. To not dare is to lose oneself. Through endurance, we conquer. Never bend your head. Always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye. Courage is not simply one of the virtues, but the form of every virtue at the testing point. He who is a man of courage does not run away, but remains at his post and fights against the enemy. Valor grows by daring, fear by holding back. Success means having the courage, the determination, and the will to become the person you believe you were meant to be. Courage isn't having the strength to go on. It's going on when you don't have the strength. A hero is an ordinary individual who finds the courage to persevere and endure despite every obstacle. Without courage, wisdom bears no fruit. Without courage, we cannot practice any other virtue with consistency. The warrior, guided by the spirit, serves humanity. The warrior without serves the ego. Courage is the greatest of all virtues, because if you haven't courage, you may not have an opportunity to use any of the others. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Courage is the mastery to fear. Only those who dare to fail greatly can ever achieve greatly. The best way out is always through. Speak your mind, even if your voice shakes. The secret to happiness is freedom, and the secret to freedom is courage. Cowards die many deaths before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once. Our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall. I know somehow that only when it's dark enough can you see the stars. Hope lies in dreams, in imagination, and in the courage of those who dare to make dreams into reality. Where there's hope, there's life. It fills us with the fresh courage and makes us strong again. Don't get discouraged. It is often the last key in the bunch that opens the lock. You will never do anything in this world without courage. It is the greatest quality of the mind, next to honor. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. Bravery is being the only one who knows you're afraid. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. Courage is being scared to death and saddling up anyway. Faced with what is right, to leave it undone shows a lack of courage. There is nothing in this world so much admired as a man who knows how to bear unhappiness with courage. Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more, so that we may fear less. I beg you, take courage. The brave soul can mend even disaster. You must develop the mentality of the warrior, who will enable you to face and overcome any adversity life throws. Warriors want a worthy opponent. A warrior has to believe, otherwise he cannot activate his intent positively. A warrior may change his metal, but not his heart. Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by those who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. I know what I'm capable of. I am a soldier now, a warrior. I am someone to fear, not hunt. The greatest test of courage on the earth is to bear defeat without losing heart. Either life entails courage or it ceases to be life. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. To a brave man, good and bad luck are like his left and right hand. He uses both. So many of our dreams at first seem impossible. Then they seem improbable. And then, when we summon the will, they soon become inevitable. Mistakes are always forgivable if one has the courage to admit them. Dare to be strong and courageous. That is the road. Venture anything. What is to give light must endure burning. Rise up, warriors. Take your stand at one another's sides, our feet set wide and rooted like oaks in the ground. Learn to love death's ink-black shadow as much as you love the light of dawn. Here is courage, mankind's finest possession. Here is the noblest prize that a young man can endeavor to win. Toil and risk are the price of glory. But it is the great thing to live with courage and die, leaving an everlasting fame. The greatest fear in the world is what other people think of you. But the moment you step forward, unafraid of the opinions, unafraid of the crowd, is the moment the battlefield changes. No matter how many times I fall, I will still rise. Mindset is what separates the best from the rest. Enter the battlefield as its commander, not its soldier. You see, a real warrior with the strongest of hearts beating in his chest knows how to go about life. Each day he rises, he goes about his business, fearlessly, meticulously, and with extreme competence. I tell you this, in any fight with life, it's the guy who's willing to inch closer, to die for his purpose, who's gonna win. That's what living is. It's those inches, that commitment to do what you set out to do in the world. Now, I can't make you do anything, but imagine how great your life could be if you lived with certainty. What if every day you could wake up confident in yourself and your abilities? Who could you become if you allowed no doubt within you? If you trusted yourself so much that you go for everything in life ruthlessly and unapologetically? Everything you want in life is within the reach of your hands. How far can you go to become unbreakable? A warrior must take care of one thing only: his spirit, so that it is never broken. He must believe, otherwise he cannot act. As a warrior, you must confront the fears that most people refuse to acknowledge. You must not have no beliefs whatsoever in how others judge you. When it comes to yourself, you must show no mercy. A true warrior isn't immune to fear. They fight in spite of it. You create yourself through trial and error, pain and suffering, and your ability to conquer your own faults and misdeeds. You are someone to fear, not hunt. Move in silence and only speak when your greatness will silence all. Keep fighting for the life you deserve. No matter the naysayers, no matter the opinion of others, no matter the enemy waiting to knock you down. Do not give up, no matter how long it takes. Rise up like the phoenix within. You are a warrior. You are loyal, brave, and true. Awaken yourself every day and rise from the depths of the deepest fears. It is your duty to yourself to chase that greatness, to be so unbreakable that you can never be dethroned. Whenever you are challenged, remember who you are. Remember, no one can distract you. No one can stop you. No one can defeat you. You cannot be destroyed. And now, born from the ashes, you are a warrior once again. Every victorious warrior draws his strength from the highest source, his love. You're a warrior. Warriors don't give up. Warriors don't back down. Pick up your sword, your shield, and fight. Sweat more in training, bleeds less in war. The devil whispers, "You can't withstand the storm." The warrior responds, "I am the storm." No one has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Don't ever mistake a warrior's silence for ignorance, calmness for acceptance, and kindness for weakness. Warriors are not born. Warriors create themselves through trial and error, pain and suffering, and their ability to conquer their own faults. A warrior seeks to act rather than talk. To be a warrior is to learn to be genuine in every moment of your life. Warriors confront the evil that most people refuse to acknowledge. If you want to be strong, learn to fight alone. Warriors are not always the fastest or the strongest. Strength and speed can be developed through training. Warriors are those who choose to stand between their enemy and all that he loves. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. Victory is reserved for those who are willing to pay its price. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night. And when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. A warrior's greatest enemy can also be his greatest teacher. The best fighter is never angry. Defeat exists, but not suffering. A true warrior knows that when he loses a battle, he is improving the skill in which he wields a sword. He will be able to fight more skillfully next time. Before you can see the light, you will have to deal with the darkness. Perseverance is failing 19 times and succeeding on the 20th. Don't waste your time looking back. You're not going that way. Feed your focus. Let pain be the motivation. I do what I do because it is the right thing to do. I am a warrior, and it is the way of the warrior to fight superior odds. In fighting and in every day, you should be determined, though calm. Meet the situation without tenseness, yet not recklessly. Your spirit settled, yet unbiased. An elevated spirit is weak, and a low spirit is weak. Do not let the enemy see your spirit. You can only fight the way you practice. What is defeat? Nothing but education. Nothing but the first step to something better. Pain is not an excuse to quit. It is an indication that what you are doing counts. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. You have to assemble your life yourself, action by action. A warrior may worry and think before making any decision, but once they make it, they go their way. Free from worries or thoughts, that's the warrior's way. Know yourself, and you will win all battles. Some people are lost in the fires. Others are forged in them. What defines us is how well we rise after falling. The true warrior isn't immune to fear. They fight in spite of it. A calm warrior is a mindful warrior, and a mindful warrior is a rational warrior. Yesterday's pain is strength. You never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have.